Hello and welcome back to this channel. So today I want to talk about how to make your mental health a priority. How are you making your mental health a priority in this time that so many cases of depression, suicide are increasing at higher rate? So how are you coping? How are you coping with those thoughts? How are you coping with those feeling like you're not enough? You feel that you're overwhelmed. You feel like time is running out and you're not achieving what you wanted to do. So how are you maintaining and ensuring that your mental health is a priority? How are you coping? And so today that is what I want to address, how you can cope. And one thing that I want to address is that you need to focus on you. You need to nurture you. You need to love you. Those things that you're seeking from external environment that can fulfill that void and emptiness won't be able to fulfill it unless you nurture this inner you, unless you address them yourself, unless you meet these needs that you feel are not met, those emotional needs, that feeling that you feel that you're not worthy, you feel that you're not loving, you feel that you're not good enough, you feel that maybe you're ugly, you feel that so many things that's happening that you feel that you're not enough. And when you have this kind of feelings that no matter how maybe you indulge maybe into working, into pursuing all this kind of money, into pursuing all these kind of external things, if you have not taken care of those emotional needs, then it means no matter kind of money you seek, no matter kind of the work you do, no matter how much that you pursue, maybe education, no matter how you numb your feeling, maybe with drugs, with sex, if you have not addressed these emotional needs, then it means that no matter how you pursue these external things, then the void and the emptiness will still be there. So it's very important to focus on you. It's very important to heal and meet this need. It is important to address these suppressed emotions, and so that keep on making you attracting life situations that make you into suffering, that make you suffer, or as you keep on attracting misfortune after misfortune. So it is good that you focus on yourself. Another thing that I would like to say is that you need to work on unconditional forgiveness. And when I talk about unconditional forgiveness, it doesn't mean that forgiveness doesn't mean that it is reconciliation. It doesn't mean that you forget. And so most of the time you are told that you need to forgive and forget. But have you ever asked if you want to know that if you have unconditionally forgiven someone, then it means that the pain no longer impacts you. It means that when you remember how this someone had to, how the situation made you feel, it means that you no longer feel that pain. You no longer have the urge to blame this person and say because of someone that I'm passing through this. You will no longer have this need to seek revenge. But when you have not forgiven unconditionally, it means that the pain still impacts you. It means that when you remember how this person did to you, it still hurt you even at this moment. And so unconditional forgiveness doesn't mean that the pain didn't come or this person didn't touch you. But when you forgive, you're making peace with yourself. You're making peace for your sake. It's for you. It is you hurting. It's not the other person that hurt you that is hurting. It's like carrying heavy loads and expecting the other person to feel the weight. And so it's very important to work on unconditional forgiveness. And maybe if you want to work on this unconditional forgiveness, maybe you can write letters to this person, and not necessarily that you're writing these letters so that you can send this person. It is writing these letters and expressing yourself how they made you feel. It is writing this letter and telling them how they made you feel and what you could have wanted them to do for you, and express this feeling. Cry if you feel like crying. punch something that if you feel like you want to punch this person, but don't send those letters. You can either ban them or can either keep them. Another way is through journaling, as I've said, that even in that unconditional forgiveness that you can do it through journaling. It is free writing. Journaling through free writing is where you express your emotions. How are you feeling at that moment? And maybe you have issues that you want to talk to someone, but there is no one to talk to. But you can still talk, you can still express yourself through writing. You can write how you're feeling. And when you engage yourself into free writing, then you see many things will come up that you need maybe to forgive in that stage, that you want to forgive this person, maybe made you feel this way. So journaling is very important as you maintain your mental health. Is very important because it helps you express. As you express your emotion, as you express your thought, then it helps you in maneuvering through. Another thing that will help you is through meditation. That is what we call mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is being aware, becoming aware of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, listening to how your body is communicating, having that calm moment that you can listen. Where are this feeling coming from? Where are this? You question this thought, you challenge this thought, and you can be able to understand that this is the kind of thought that I have that makes me feel this way, and this is how I feel. And when I'm feeling this way, then these are the kind of thoughts are running into my mind at this moment, and therefore you're able to come into awareness, right? These are kind of thoughts that makes me feel this way, and therefore you're going to feed your mind with the right thought. I usually say that your thought determines how you're going to feel, and how you're feeling is what determines the kind of things that you're going to attract into your life. And so when you what you focus on is what magnifies. If you focus on pain, then the pain will magnify. If you focus on gratitude, then things to be grateful about will magnify. If you focus on this pain, how this person has made you feel, how this person has caused you trouble, how this person has made you go through so many things, then it affects you. When you focus on those things, they keep on impacting you. And so it is very important to understand the kind of things that you feed your mind. It is very important to question this kind of thoughts that you have that are making you in a stand situation, that are making you suffer. So it's very important to question this kind of thought. It's also very important to understand the kind of thought you choose, the kind of thought that you need to feed your mind with, because you have that power. It is you who chooses the kind of thought to engage in, and so it's very important so that you can question them. Another way is through gratitude. When you focus on things that you already have and sing and being grateful about them, you'll be in a position to attract more things to be grateful about. When you have that gratitude, you are experiencing positive emotion. You're feeling this joy, I have this. You're feeling happiness that I'm able to achieve this. And so it's good that you focus on what you have. You're being grateful about what you have at that moment. You're being grateful about your good health. You're being grateful that you have healthy children. You're being grateful no matter the situation that you are in, being grateful about it. Get something that in that situation, get something in a situation, no matter how bad the situation is, get something that you can be grateful about in that moment. And so the moment you being grateful about in that moment, then that situation starts changing. Maybe it's about the finances you don't have. You are wondering how I can do something, how I can pay this school fees. You are wondering how I can pay this rent. Focus on what you have. Be grateful about that house that you can have a place to call home. You can have something that you can eat that day. There is those things that the money has enabled you to do. Maybe you're angry about this job that you feel resentful about it. You don't know how you go to work the next day. Being grateful because this job has enabled you to do 1, 2, and 3. So it's very important. Another way is that you need to have self-care routine. How are you having your self-care routine? Maybe you can take a nature walk. You can have a good meal, a health meal. You can maybe do some deep breathing exercises. Maybe you can go for a walk on the nature walk, as I've said above. So it's very important to take care of you. Another way is through EFT tapping. We have to call emotional freedom technique. How you tap. We believe that everything is energy, including our body's energy. And so when you're experiencing pain, when you're experiencing these emotional issues, that means that the energy is not flowing as it's supposed to do. And so when there are these emotional blockages, then it means that you keep on experiencing pain, you keep on experiencing misfortune after misfortune. And so when you do the EFT tapping, you can do more research on the internet. The resources are there. And so when you tap on this meridian point, on those points that where you tap on those points, then it enables to release these blockages, and so that your energy can flow freely, so that you no longer feel that pain, so that you no longer experience the kind of emotions that you're experiencing that are not good for you. So you can do more research on that, you can get more resources on that. And so it's very important to make your mental health a priority. And so are those some of things that you can do to make your mental health a priority. Another thing is seeking help. When you're seeking help, it doesn't mean that you're not enough. It doesn't mean that you have a weakness. It's not a sign of weakness. It is working on you. And I've usually seen that there may be a stigma around mental health, but I would say that stigma is not the issue. The issue is someone choosing to act in silence, and you're thinking how the other person is going to say. You're thinking about how the society will say. But it doesn't matter what they say. What matters, are you well? Are you okay? That is what matters, and that is what you need to work on. You need to work on what is making you health, what is important for you, what is right for you. Yes, so that is it.